Caesar, you did a Mazza still, did a Mazza still, did a Mazza still, did a Mazza still.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to MazzaProductions and welcome back to another video. In this video we'll be discussing whether Ryan Garcia will end up ruling what seems to be the most on fire division in boxing right now, which is of course the lightweight division. But just before we get into that, I've realised I haven't spoken to you in person since the turn of the year, so happy new year, guys. Obviously there's hope 2021 will be at least twice the year last year was for all of us, because yeah, we deserve it. Anyway, so yeah, the lightweight division, like I said, in my opinion, is currently the most exciting division in boxing, simply due to how young these fighters are. I mean, in the last few months we've had Teofimo, Lopez and Garcia, of course, just dismantled two very older on the spectrum for a lightweight boxer in the division, which could be a change in the guard essentially. And yeah, Lomachenko and Campbell, obviously the two respected fighters that have both been beaten. Whilst I still personally believe Loma to be the best out-and-out boxer across all divisions, yeah, we're discussing Garcia, who's obviously part of this new wave of fighters, and we may cover the full division at some point, especially with the Teofimo, Lopez and Lomachenko rematch looking like it is in the works. So obviously that'll be a great fight for all of us. So yeah, we'll start off with the most recent fight. Of course, it was Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell. The fight was a massive step up in competition compared to what Garcia had faced before. Campbell was, to be honest, massively discredited in this fight in the eyes of the DAZN pundits and bookmakers. But anyone with realistic boxing analysis knew he was an Olympic gold medalist, great amateur pedigree. Previously gone the distance with two elite fighters in Lomachenko and Linares. Garcia's main task for this fight essentially was to win and look good whilst doing it, and to send out a statement to the other fighters in the division. And aside from the blip in the second round, he did manage to do this. But what I will say is he did show more of the defensive frailties that I previously commented on when I was predicting the Campbell-Garcia fight. Not only in the knockdown, but in other times where he commits to the attack, his chin's high and he could be caught. But the thing is, he has that speed, and the speed seems to get him out of trouble, but it's important he doesn't rely on it too much, or else you'd end up how Wilder relied on his power. And Garcia is a good boxer, so he doesn't need to rely on his speed. So yeah, the question realistically is, will his speed be good enough to cover up his defensive frailties against a brute force like Gervonta Davis? It's a question that I could see both sides for. The speed could catch Gervonta, but it could also hinder Ryan. So yeah, it's important he doesn't rely on it too much. And the main question realistically is, what's next for Ryan? Will it be the tank fight against Davis? Will it be Haney? Will it be Lopez? I mean, personally, I think with the current fiasco regarding the rematch between Teofimo and Loma, I think we can count Lopez out of a Garcia matchup at this moment in time. But it's definitely a fight I'd be interested in watching later on in the future. But yeah, obviously the win against Campbell made Garcia mandatory against Haney, but Ryan does seem more direct. He seems to be directing his attention to what seems to be a much harder potential fight against Gervonta Davis. I mean, why so? I'd guess it's for reputation. Gervonta seems to be a much harder opponent for Ryan, physically and stylistically, than Haney would be. I think Haney would be a much more even fight. But Hank has such a huge audience behind him that it seems much more worth the risk of an L to share the ring with him, if that makes sense. Whereas Haney, who whilst being a good boxer and could easily beat Ryan, isn't on the same level as a Tank or Garcia in terms of global reputation. This obviously gives the potential Garcia versus Davis fight two different audience merges together to watch the two huge fighters. It means, I'd say if we exclude the imminent Fury versus Joshua announcement, a Garcia versus Davis bout could be the biggest possible viable boxing match, if that makes sense, for 2021. If this fight was made, who do you think would win? Let us know in the comments below. And as we are wrapping up this video, do you think KingRy can rule the division? Yeah, let us know in the comments down below. But that is going to wrap up today's video. If you have enjoyed, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to try and keep up the daily content for the rest of January, so do keep your eyes peeled obviously for more videos. But yeah, thank you for once again for watching. Take care guys, and peace.